Louisiana beer reviews. We're doing Workhorse Brewing Company's West Coast Style India Pale Ale, 7% alcohol, canned June 24th. All right. So,
and before we go any further,
less than 2
I
months.
have no clue why we're both wearing red today. It just kind of happened like that.
Right. It's not staged.
Right.
All right.
So the last one we had was an East Coast style, which was a hazy, cloudy.
Yeah, the New England style.
Right.
So thank you, Wayne, for sending this to me.
Thanks, Wayne.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it too. I don't even know you, Wayne, but thanks for the beer.
He's on like alcohol eggs.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have to look you up, Wayne. Oh, and it's also a tall, which is good. We like talls.
Somebody said they're called. I saw somebody this woman said these are called pounders. These pint cans.
They're called talls.
A pound. I thought a tall was a 24 ounce.
You remember Dixie way back in the day? They had 16 ounces. They were called talls.
I don't actually.
Hey. Seriously? It totally got ripped off. I can't make this up. Somebody's got it. You talk about nano ounces? What? Come on. He keeps on raising it up.
I didn't move anything. All right. Anyway, it's actually pretty hazy.
I'm so lucky I got all the head.
It's kind of hazy for a West Coast. It's hazier than a normal West Coast.
Is it? There's a little tinge to it.
Usually they'd be clear, you know, like if you get a torpedo, it's clear.
We have torpedo. Oh, did I drink it all? Maybe I drank it.
I saw they had torpedo at World Market.
How much?
$9.99 a 6-pack.
Oh, no. You get a Rouse's, it's $8.99.
That's all the time at the World Market.
It's good. It's good prices. You have to go to the store on Clearview. Near West Monterey, they have a really good selection there. Full selection. It's a big store.
Oh, the Rouse on Clearview?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. All right, so the smell is like, I'm not even going to say it because you get mad when I say it, so it smells like a certain thing.
Right.
Like, almost like a honey topped, but it's not honey, but like a honey topped sour leaf bread, you know, it's got that, like that sweetness, something. Not butter bread.
I smell bread. I just don't like fixated on it in every video we do, that's all.
Yeah, well, beer's made out of grain and bread's made out of grain and most liquor's made out of grain, so you get that commonality. I'm not really picking up any fruity or hop oils, though.
No, I'm getting like this butterscotch thing happening.
Uh-oh, that's a bad sign. I'm not picking that up. That's usually a bad sign.
I'm picking up butterscotch and a slight funk.
Oh. All right, cheers to the tasting.
It tastes like one of those double IPAs where it's got this strong flavorful going on with it.
Mm-hmm.
The alcohol's not really there, and it's got this kind of lactosey thing going on with it.
Lactose.
Where it's kind of like creamy.
See, to me, it tastes like that creaminess and all is coming from maybe if they add wheat to it. You know how like that Florida man from Cigar City has the wheat in it? And that's a double IPA. This is not a double because it's only 7.
No.
Double's got to be at least 7.5.
I'm not tasting where it's any kind of a wheat in it. Oh, it is? Wait. Yeah, I taste it now.
But it would say on the can, I think, wheat contains wheat because I think there's some kind
There's some kind of flake. Maybe it's oats.
Oh, wait. No.
Maybe it's oats. Oats give across a creaminess. Like if
You might be on something.
If you eat a bowl of oatmeal, a lot of people say, I don't like oatmeal because it's slimy. Well, that sliminess adds to beer and it creates a creaminess inside of it.
A lot of brewers don't like using oats because it gums up all their machinery. It's like real difficult to use.
Well, that was the telltale back in the day when we were coming out with really great, powerful IPAs. That they couldn't do it because it was gumming up all their machinery. So because they were using like excessive amounts of hops.
This one's pretty hoppy. Do you think it's pretty bitter? Do you think it's probably around 60 IBUs?
I don't know. I only tasted it once.
Pretty bitter, don't you think?
Smells like piney.
Piney, like pine needles.
It's piney, prickly.
And that's a classic West Coast calling card, pininess.
Right, but on a West
But
Coast,
usually they're clear, not hazy.
on a West Coast, you don't get this.
It's running.
You don't get this creaminess and this kind of like this.
No, you don't get the
I'm
creaminess.
not getting it. To me, this is like a collab between the two styles.
Like a mixed coast.
Or down where we live, they call it Dirty Coast.
Yeah, this is I looked up on a map. King of Prussia is like almost right next to Philadelphia.
Huh.
Maybe 10 miles from Philadelphia city limits. So,
Hey, it's not unpleasant. It's just kind of off style, I think.
to me, it tastes really good. But it's like you say, a little off style.
Yeah. Again, it tastes good. If you didn't tell me this was a West Coast style, I would think it was just some kind of collaborated New England style.
Kind of like a double two-hearted, a little bit. Tastes kind of like two-hearted ale, double two-hearted.
No, I've never tasted double too hearted.
You sure about that? They sell it at Total Wine and More, I do believe.
Just because they sell it someplace doesn't mean I've tasted it.
That's true. They probably sell lots of beers that you and I haven't tasted. All right. I really like it, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of the double two-hearted, or a little bit like the Maximus Colossal Ale. That one was more fruity, though. A little more fruity.
I'm not getting all that. I'm getting a creamy New England style.
Well, New England style is usually so fruity, and the bitterness is so low relative to this.
Hold on a second. Before you start throwing around fruit taste and all that, it's not necessarily the norm when it comes to that style of beer.
New England, they're usually hazy. They have fruit flavors.
This is hazy.
I know, and they have fruit.
That's what I'm saying. It seems to be a
And lower
collaboration
bitterness.
because it's
Yeah.
hazy. There's creaminess,
I
which
agree.
I don't get in a West Coast style.
I agree. They're cross styling.
Pininess. Right. So this is not a true West Coast style.
Starting to clunk. It's like Prince. 2 soul for the rock people and 2 rock for the soul people. So that's why a lot of people didn't care for him. So this beer might be too bitter for the East Coast people and too, like you're saying,
I don't find it bitter.
it's pretty dang bitter.
I find it to be like, well, yeah.
All right, well, how do you score it? Because we could go on, it seemed like 30 minutes with this
Oh,
beer.
I gotta give it an 85. I think it's off style. So
85.
85.
A B, good.
That's a good grade on this because it's off style.
I'll read that.
So 2 85s and 1 93.
93.
I like it. I think it's most excellent.
I like it too.
It's a little strange.
But what brings the grade
A little
down is the
strange.
fact that it's off style.
Well, maybe so.
Well, you can't give something a good grade if it's labeled something. We went through this before with those beers from Nebraska that your friend brought
Oh
you.
yeah, that was a big controversy.
Remember the
The one from
Dunkel?
Kansas.
The Dunkel.
They were from Kansas. Oh yeah, those
the
were
Dunkel that tasted like tea.
those were nowhere near the quality of this.
Right. I mean, all in all, good beer. Totally off style. But I mean, they were good beers.
I don't think they were as good as these Workhorse beers, but they were interesting. Now, well, anyway, all right, we can go on. Like I said, this could become a conference. Yeah, it could. So, but because it's interesting, and you start talking about it.
Or a filibuster.
We're gonna invoke closure and end the video. So thanks for watching. So lazy bon ton relay, a little controversial there, but so we'll see what happens. And we're gonna end this by saying, y'all go to King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, and tour the Workhorse Brewery.
Just for the record, I think it's really good beer. It's just off style.
Yeah, I think you made that pretty clear. Explained it very well, I thought.
Drink better beers, kids.